All right, today we're breaking down a really critical security issue with the tool that, let's be honest, most of us use every single day, Microsoft Office. There's a recently discovered flaw out there, and it could be putting your data at risk as we speak.
So that's the big question, right? Is your setup safe? This isn't just another routine update reminder. We're talking about a vulnerability that hackers are already actively using out in the wild. So let's figure out if you're affected and exactly what you need to do about it.
And that's the phrase that should really get your attention: actively exploited. This isn't some theoretical problem or a what-if scenario. Attackers are using this weakness right now, which is why it is so important to take action immediately.
Okay, let's get into the nitty-gritty. What exactly is this threat? It's got an official name, which you can see right there. Understanding what makes this vulnerability tick is really the first step to making sure your computer is secure. You hear the term zero-day thrown around a lot. What it means is pretty simple and pretty scary. It means that when the bad guys found this security hole, Microsoft's own developers had exactly 0 days to prepare a fix. The attackers got a major head start, and that's what makes these kinds of flaws so incredibly dangerous.
Now, to put this threat in perspective, security experts give it a score. And, as you can see, this one gets a 7.8 out of 10. That is officially rated as high severity. It's a clear signal from the experts that this is a significant risk you need to take seriously.
So, what on earth does all that technical jargon actually mean for you? Well, think of it this way. Office has these built-in security guards that are supposed to stop suspicious stuff from running. This flaw lets an attacker create a special file, it could be a Word doc, could be an Excel sheet, that just waltzes right past those guards. You open it, and boom, malicious code can start running on your computer.
Okay, let's get to the most important question for you right now. Does this whole thing even affect your version of Microsoft Office? The answer? Well, it all depends on what you've got installed on your machine.
And here's the list. If you're using any of these, from the modern subscription-based Microsoft 365 all the way back to good old Office 2016, then yeah, you are potentially vulnerable. This covers a massive number of people, so you're going to want to pay very close attention to what's coming next.
Now for the good news. Microsoft has already pushed out fixes, and protecting yourself is actually pretty straightforward once you know which route to take. So let's walk through the solutions step by step.
And this right here breaks it down perfectly. There are basically two main paths to get protected. If you're on the newer stuff, like Microsoft 365, your life is easy. The fix has probably already been downloaded behind the scenes. All you have to do is restart your apps. But if you're on the older, standalone versions, it's a bit more of a manual process.
All right, for everyone using Office 2016 or 2019, this slide is for you. These are the exact update numbers you need to find and install through Windows Update. Make sure you grab the right one for your version, and that'll patch the vulnerability right up. Okay, now for any system admins or advanced users out there who, for whatever reason, can't update right away, Microsoft did provide another way to block this. It involves editing the Windows registry. But let me be very clear. This is a technical fix, and you have to be super careful.
So if you're going this route, you have to follow these steps precisely. And step one is absolutely non-negotiable. Always back up your registry before you touch anything. Seriously, one wrong move in there can cause major problems for your computer. After that, it's just a matter of finding the right spot and adding a new entry.
And here are the exact details for that registry edit. What you're doing here is basically creating a new rule for one specific part of Office. That super long string of letters and numbers, that's its unique ID. You create a new key with that ID, and then you add the compatibility flags value. This manually tells Office to be way more strict and secure with that component, which effectively slams the door on this exploit.
The seriousness of this flaw isn't just something Microsoft is saying. The way government cybersecurity agencies have responded tells you this is a really big deal.
So, the U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, also known as CISA, has officially put this vulnerability on its must-fix list. This isn't just a recommendation, it's a command. It forces all U.S. federal agencies to patch this thing by February 16, 2026. Now, that deadline is for huge government bureaucracies, but for you, the threat is today. You know, when you boil it all down, it comes to a very simple message. The biggest takeaway from all of this is that you just need to act. Don't put it off. Whether it's a simple restart of your apps or a manual update, just take one of the steps we've talked about right now. It is such a small, easy thing to do to keep all your important files and personal info safe.